Their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A handoff for Etienne. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So for Trevor Lawrence, listen, the hype, the buzz, whatever you want to call it, it just surrounds this guy. One of the most highly regarded draft picks of the last decade or two. What do you think defenses are going to throw at him here in his rookie season?
Well, I think all the edge rushers can't wait to get a shot at him, especially his rookie year, because they want to see if he can handle the pressure when they come at him. But I think defensive coordinators, they know that he's well-schooled and he's very intelligent. They want that pressure on him. They'll throw those normal blitzes. They also want to throw combo coverages in the secondary to see if he can read them.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's got the hook up to John Brown to the right side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and have the guts to go for the pass instead. And as a result, they're set up.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after one, Lambo up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On 2nd and 9, Mccarron. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, second and 6. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Now it's Mccarron off play action. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
First and 10. Here's A.J. Mccarron. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Working from the gun here, Mccarron. Oh, it's intercepted. He's trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by the former Falcon, Desmond Trufant. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On first and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that could be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Avery Williams deep for Atlanta. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. They'll try the left side. Felton. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. From the gun, it's Mccarron. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. It's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost him.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. A good-looking return set up here. Avery Williams. He will score. Touchdown, Falcons. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
On third down, here's Etienne. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mccarron. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now here's Mccarron on 3rd. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They fake the give. Now Mccarron. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Mccarron. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against him. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on third down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Etienne. Oh, he pulls over it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Etienne. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17 to 7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Both these teams running through their final adjustments before they head out of the locker room. We're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back upstate to Jacksonville and Brandon Guy.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. action. It's Mccarron. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They're going for it. It's Mccarron. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
ETN with it.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
They'll run with ETN.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne
taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Shotgun snap for Mccarron. He's going to rifle one deep left side. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
And they'll run here with ETN.
And he's got this down to the 35.
84 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
And the screen unsuccessfully dropped him.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence looking left side and has got him in. That's Jones. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shot.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Felton. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And now they'll throw it with Mccarron. He completes this to Russell Gage. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And they'll go play action with Mccarron. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now a play fake. Mccarron sliding out of the pocket. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On 2nd down, Davis. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dwayne Smoot in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now Mccarron, he's got to have this one. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Going for it, here's ETN. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Felton. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to work his way down to the 16. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, Felton. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I